Boom, what's good, people? Just thought I'd make this video about my anger, my pent up anger that is coming back. So, I made a video maybe a month ago, I can't remember when, but it was about basically when you're recovering from injuries or recovering from a period of sickness, your body feels safe to release trauma or release stress that it's been going through. And I was made loads of videos on this channel. The last 2-3 years, I have been dealing with consistent injuries. Now, the last 3 months, I have managed to find ways or solutions to fix the imbalances that were causing these injuries. So I've started to get back to my old strength. Like, as an example, I squatted today 100 kilograms for the first time in, I think, at least 3 months. So that's 2 plates on each side. And I went for a walk today at a nature reserve. And one thing that was happening as I went on the walk is I started getting these angry thoughts about how I was treated in my job, my previous job, the one I was made redundant from. And then today in the shower, the same thing happened. The anger was just coming through. I was just feeling so angry, like, about the way they treated me, how I didn't have bad intentions. I was trying to do the best I could. And whenever I tried to contribute, my ideas were ignored, and other people's ideas were taken on board, and it just felt unfair, and I just felt picked on in a way in my job, in my workplace. And then being made redundant on top of that was like a kick in the teeth in a way, because you've basically been going through so much pain, and then they push you off the edge as well. I just felt the anger, and it made me realize that even though it's been like 6 or 7 months since I left that job, I still have a lot of unprocessed emotion and unprocessed pain from that job that's going to take a long time to get through. Like, I remember there's a job if you're familiar with my old channel, I was sacked from a job in 2019. And yeah, I went through a period of 3 months interviews, not getting any success, and then eventually I got some success. But I remember after that job, I think for at least 4 years, every now and then I would have angry thoughts about the way I was treated, angry thoughts about the people there, and it took a long while, and then eventually they just faded away. So now, the only thoughts I get about that job are sometimes when I have bad situations, like in this previous job when I had bad situations, and they just kind of give me flashbacks. But day to day, I don't think about that old job anymore, and I'm thinking about this one here, the one I just made redundant from. It might take me a few years of going to the gym and processing my anger, and just burning my anger through the weights, because like I've found for me, when I'm going through periods of strength in the gym, there's a lot of anger that just comes out, and I just channel it into the gym. And basically, when I was in school, one of the things that used to happen to me, obviously I was bullied in school, so I was I wasn't like physically bullied, I was kind of excluded, socially excluded, for being the weird kid. And I remember when I first started going to gym properly, about 2015, 20, I would say 2013, 2014 to 2015, the amount of anger that I had burning through the weights. I remember the roars, the pain. I burnt through so much pain and anger that I used it up. I didn't have any more resentment anymore about school, about the pain I went through in school. it didn't exist. Every time I tried to use it as fuel, every time I tried to imagine people from school, and I tried to imagine, okay, you're gonna do this weight so you can beat them, you know, it just wasn't there. So how this relates to this situation, I'm just hoping that, touch wood, if this is the final straight and I'm not gonna get any more injuries, then touch wood, I'll be able to use this period of strength to burn a lot of this emotional energy and process this emotional energy from what I've been going through in this job, and then eventually just forget about it and just move on. And that's as simple as that. So those are my thoughts for today. With that said, take care. Peace.